Good morning, everybody. It's Kevin back again with another episode of Enter the Arena. And I know it's been a while. It has. Still trying to build up my collection and make these cool, janky little decks that I like to make. It's just really, really hard when I have pretty much no collection on Arena still. I'm getting there, but not quite where I want to be. And these wild cards. They are really hard to come by if you don't spend a bunch of money on the booster boxes. Anyway, so today's deck is something that I've been trying to make work for a long time, and I tried it in a really really budget shell where I didn't have all my cards, and I just couldn't get it to work without the key cards. So I've been waiting to get it done before I actually show it to you guys, and here it is. It is a Boros burn deck. Really, it's mostly red. There's just a little splash of white for things like Integrity, Intervention, and Shalai, Voice of Plenty. But really, what it comes from is in the last deck that I did, I played in a Niv-Mizzet control deck, and Electrostatic Field was just a piece in there to kind of help prevent getting run over by early game aggressive decks, which normally happens when a format is really new. People just try to make the best aggro deck they can, and they try to aggro out a bunch of wins. And Arena is actually just as bad, or maybe even worse, because there are these win quests where you have to win a certain number of games, and people just want to get it out of the way. So this card was pretty much an all-star, and I consider it a key component in my control decks because it just sits there, it defends, it gains value in multiple ways, and it comes down pretty early. So it's kind of like Guttersnipe. And as I was trying to compare the two and trying to figure out which one was better, because Guttersnipe also can go in control. I've played that before in the last format that was standard legal. And Guttersnipe is more like something that you want to spend resources on keeping alive, whereas Electrostatic Field is kind of a support for everything else that you're doing. So then I thought, you know what? Why don't I just jam both of them in a deck and try to make the most legit mono red burn deck that I possibly can. So that's pretty much what this is. And I know it's not mono red, but it could be. I just wanted a couple extra burn spells, and intervention was pretty much the one. So as far as support to this strategy, we have G2 Lava Runner for some early aggression. Even though I wanted to go as pure burn as I could, there were a couple problems I had, and that is one, you need to be chipping away a little bit every turn if possible, and G2 Lava Runner is a great way to do that. We have bunches of spells that you can cast to get in and make him a 2/2 with haste. And another great burn creature, Vyashino Pyromancer. This gets down, it automatically deals 2 damage, and it can hit a Planeswalker, which can be really good if they get down like, uh, a Teferi or a Ral or something before you can really do anything. This guy comes down, deals some damage to it, and he has the possibility of continuing to do damage as it goes on. And since this is a burn deck, you'll notice that these creatures have something in common. They are both wizards. So these 8 copies power the Wizard's Lightning card, and this is pretty much as close to straight up Lightning Bolt as you can get, which means it's pretty much an auto include if you can make it work. And then we also have some other basic burn spells. Hits any target, Lightning Strike, Shock, pretty much the same thing. Intervention is kind of like a bad Lightning Helix. It does the same exact thing, but it costs twice as much mana, so not that great. But it does have the upside of being able to be a combat trick in a tight spot if you need your creature to survive the opponent's shock or something, or you just need to get in the last points of damage and you only have 1 mana, it's pretty good for that. We also have Tormenting Voice. If we happen to get too many lands, we can pitch them away and draw 2 more cards. It's also another good way to trigger Guttersnipe and Electrostatic Field. And the perhaps the spiciest card, Risk Factor. A lot of people have been kind of down on this card, saying that it's not good because it gives the opponent a choice. And while that's typically true, the way people have been thinking about this as a draw 3 spell that's not good because all it does is burn out the opponent. However, if you think about this as a burn spell that has the upside of potentially just drawing you 3 cards, if your opponent thinks that he can't take the damage, like if they're getting low, then it becomes significantly better. The other thing is this has Jumpstart, so if you happen to draw a land with it, then next turn you can just pitch the land and draw 3 more. We have 4 copies of Risk Factor, so really we have 8 copies of Risk Factor. Not in terms of the probability of drawing, but each one can be cast twice. And then we just have 1 Shalai, Voice of Plenty. It just kind of protects the Guttersnipes and the Electrostatic Fields, because there are a lot of removal heavy decks right now. If we run into those, it could be pretty dicey. So I wanted to include something that can both block, fly, and give hexproof, which, I mean, honestly, I think this could probably be a 2 of, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, this looks pretty reasonable. I should note that I don't really know how this deck is going to play. I've tried playing it before when it was incomplete, and I just had to fill in with a bunch of crap that honestly I didn't want. But I've been slowly piecing it together as I get wins with other decks. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna... just because this is one of, like, the premier cards, I want to try and get down 2 Guttersnipes before I start burning out the opponent. Ooh. Well, that's gonna suck, but I'm gonna go ahead and block this. I don't want him gaining too much more life. Yeah, he'll get that, but let's see. So I think I need to Wizard's Lightning here. I wanted to get down the second Guttersnipe, but alright, and shock here. Oh man, 1 mana for 4 damage. That's pretty good. If I get a land, I'll get down Shalai, so my Guttersnipe is protected, and then hope that I get something. Oh man, that is super annoying. Ooh. Well, if all he's doing is gaining life, then I'm not too worried. So this Risk Factor will give me, if he takes the damage, we'll do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is kind of ridiculous amount. Okay, he's gonna start draining. Maybe. Is he gonna attack? He might be scared that I am going to block and kill one of his creatures, but Honestly, there's not too much to worry about. I'm more worried that I run out of gas before I can burn out a life gain deck. Ooh, okay, and he doesn't. Well then, let's go. Risk factor. Will you take the 4? Oh, no way. I think he just handed us the win. So next turn, if he doesn't play a creature, I just swing in with everything and risk factor. Ah, damn. Well, that's one way to do it. This guy doesn't have vigilance. Okay, so how much damage can I do? 4 plus 2 is 6. 7, 8. I don't have the mana to cast risk factor twice. Oh no! That's just rude. Okay, so what do I want to do? I could Shalai and then wait on risk factors, but I don't want him to gain too much life. I think I have to. This is the long-term win plan. Is a vampire. Am I willing to trade this? I think I am. I have risk factors in hand. It doesn't have death touch, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's go. And attack. Let's see if he blocks. Okay. He takes 4. Throw out a land. He has to give me a bunch of cards. Oh man, it's getting close. Can he gain enough life? I don't know what he's thinking about. It's 4 damage. He has 4 life. And no mana. Oh no, that's... Well... it's not great. Okay. That's not gonna do it. Actually, I might just win without another risk factor. So I can deal 5. Will he block? He probably will. The question is, will I shock that guy if he blocks? It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. How much does he have without that? 3, 6, 9. But he could gain more life. He's only got 1 card, though. Draw a bunch of cards. Whew, okay. I think I'll end here. And see what I can do. I can risk factor again. I don't want a tormenting voice for a shock or something, but now I'm worried that he'll have life gain. Oh no, that might be it. I'm pretty sure that game was winnable. I just didn't win it. Alright, trying again. With almost Boros burn. Okay. 3 lands. And some stuff. Not a particularly fast start. There's a lot of tap lands. I mostly put in Evolving Wilds in case I really needed a Plains and didn't get it. But it also helps filter some lands out, so I'm not drawing them. Ooh. Okay, do I want... Yeah, I'm gonna go for the aggressive start, just in case. And then next turn, if this guy lives, I can... No, I guess I'll go for this. I'm gonna try and build up for the long term. Got a fairly good start. But he's probably going to start dropping some big creatures. Yeah. I wonder if I should just attack into this. Oh, no blocks. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna save my mana. Just try and chip him down. Everything here is an instant. Problem is, will he stabilize? He has more big creatures, he can do that. Well, that's not good. Yeah. God, I hate spending 2 things on that, but at least it's a 2 for 2. Ah, there we go. So I can Tormenting Voice this land away. I think I'll hold on to the land just in case I get another Tormenting Voice. I'm close. If I deal damage with both of these creatures next turn, I definitely win. Ooh. Well, that is tough.
I have arrived. My strength
Okay.
is our strength.
Ugh. Okay. Helix for the win. We did it. We burned them out. All it took was a substantial number of mistakes on the part of our opponent. Ooh. So... my opponent goes first. Ooh. It's not great, but... I think I'll shock. Ooh. Or maybe not. I still might shock myself to cast spells next turn. Ooh, okay. Pay 2 life. Get this guy. Get the opponent. Get in for 2. Discard a card. Sheesh. Well, this sucks, but... Alright, 4 damage to opponent. Maybe it would have been better to wait a turn on that, but... I don't know. I have a top land to throw out. Ooh. Ah, damn it. That sucks. Shoot, I really needed... Oh! Would you look at that? Very nice. Alright. The problem is, if he keeps playing this... Maybe I should have just played this. I don't exactly know what he's gonna do, but... Oh. Okay. See if he double blocks. Oh, wow. Really lucky he didn't make me discard. Oh! Wow, would you look at that? Alright, so I'm going to risk factor, and if he takes it, then Biashino Pyromancer? Or maybe if I attack, force him to block. I don't know. I think this is too slow right now. I hate to throw away like one of the cards that makes this deck what it is, but I need those cards early. Hope he attacks. Attack with anything. Oh no, he's gonna gain 3. Ugh, that sucks. Ooh. This is the part where I start to worry. Now he's just gaining all kinds of value. Okay, throw these down. Make it super awkward for him to attack next turn. And then we risk factor it up. Ooh. Ooh. Nerve-wracking. Okay. What does he target with this? He might have stabilized. That is a lot of surveilling. Oh, is he just going for... No, he can't go for the win yet. Oh, no! Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay. I thought that was the, I thought it was Creeping Chill. It was Blood Operative. Which he is certainly not gonna do. Okay. What can I do next turn? Got another risk factor. Or I can block chump 1. So he can 5, 6, 7. Shoot. This is tough. Maybe I should just do this. Make him too scared to attack. Because now I have, if he attacks with nothing and doesn't deal with this some other way, Yeah, he just puts a risk factor in the graveyard. Has a jump start. Oh, okay, so there's a creature. 4, 5, 5. So if I... What? What? We didn't win yet. That game wasn't over. What? How? Why? Huh. I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it's a win. That was really funny, though. Ooh, okay. So... Can't really afford to be throwing away my lands quite yet. Oh, geez. This one doesn't get anything, right? Just... Okay. So, maybe this... I hate having to play defensive like this. Oresco's Swift Claw. Holy moly, another one. I think I'll save this. I might have to lightning strike his creatures. I don't exactly have a good way to sweep the board. Okay. Alright, so block one here. One here. See what he does. Yeah, I want to keep my lava runner alive. Oh, that's a shame. Man, I hate going second against another aggro deck. Hopefully this Shalai will help. Oh. Oh my. Alright, well. Hate to play the long game. But I'm kind of forced to. Already has more. Well. Things like that. Oh, okay. Okay. Sure, let's just deal the 4. Well, 5. Deal 5. throw down another blocker. Get some incidental damage, which is nice. Okay. Go through, I guess. Sure, he has a titanic growth, but yeah, maybe with Shalai and Electrostatic Field out, maybe Deafening Clarion really is good enough in this deck. Okay, well. Yeah, we'll throw away land. 5 is good enough. Oh my. Ugh. Wow. That sucks. Ugh. This deck is doing pretty well. It's okay. I think it could use a few upgrades as far as rares and other things go. Ugh, God. Okay, so 5, 8, 12. I need to block at least one. The lifelink is super annoying. So the question is, do I take 9? If he has a single pump spell, I'm dead. But I think if I block, if I let Shalai die, then I'm also dead. I just have to risk it. Okay, so if it weren't for that lifelink, I would have it. Maybe he'll think this is desperation. Yeah, that was it. That was the one chance I had. Ugh. My sad, angry lightning strike at the end there. Almost. There is a lot of incidental life gain right now, I've noticed. Alright. Trying again. This seems interesting. Oh, I get to play first for once. That's nice. Okay. That sucks. Duress on turn 1. You don't really see that very often. Not in standard. not in standard best of one, at least. Okay. So this guy is probably going real hard on the surveil. Never happened, right? Graveyard or hand? Oh, okay. So he's probably going to exile a risk factor. So I can't jumpstart it. Guess that's pretty good. Or if he has no answers to creatures, maybe this one. Huh? Really? Sound a shock. Do you still get to see my hand? Probably. Okay, deal 4. Or 5, sorry. Yeah. Love Electrostatic Field. Why all the hand disruption, though? What is it that he's trying to pull off exactly? Just keep burning them out. Oh. Okay. He's refilling my hand now. Non-land, non-creature. Oh, okay, I did have one. Okay. Yep. See if he refills my hand again. He does. Okay, so I have the win with these two creatures. I love how when you start chaining risk factors and they start to realize they are close enough to death that oh, and he's attacking. Oh my god, so good. I think he's gonna scoop now. Turn target creature to its owner's hand. Okay, well, I might as well get this. He thought he was safe. That was great. So I think that's the first. This is the first deck I've done on Enter the Arena that didn't have a positive win ratio. And the sad thing is, I think it could have done so much better. Just went up against a couple life gain decks that are really hard for Burn to take down, and didn't run as well as I could. But I think there's probably a way to bring more consistency into the deck. Maybe even going down the intervention card, going back to mono red, bring up tormenting void. I don't know. There's something that can bring up the consistency. I'm certain of it. But at least the deck was a ton of fun to play. So have a good day, everyone, and I will see you next time.